So E3, we're taking an in memoriam because, as I said at the start of the podcast, it looks like it's over. It looks like the dream is dead and buried.
R.I.P. E3, you were a convention.
It was, and it was one for 25 years. It's a long time.
What? 25 years actual?
Yes, we're getting into it, mate. It started in 1995. 95 was the first E3.
What? That's damn.
Yeah, man.
COVID. That's another death chalked up to COVID.
Pretty much. I actually remember waiting for the gaming magazines to come out in the early 2000s before I had convenient internet access to watch everything and look it all up at a moment's notice on a phone in my pocket and reading the news articles in the Xbox magazine or the PlayStation magazine about what was released at E3. So I got a soft spot in my heart for E3. We're going to do some MemorE3's. Get it? MemorE3's.
I liked it, Master.
Thank you, robot. I only do these things for you.
That means you are my friend.
No.
Oh.
Don't get ahead of yourself. The first one we're looking at, Murray, is one that I know you loved. 2019, Keanu Reeves taking the stage for Cyberpunk 2077. What an appearance.
Oh, yeah, I'm already watching it.
It was breathtaking. It was breathtaking, Murray.
You're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking.
What a shite game upon release, though. Compared to what they revealed.
Oh my God, the worst. Just horrible.
It's getting there now.
Well, that's what a lot of the big AAAs do. They get big actors and names and creatives to hype you over a game that is half-baked so that they can make all their sales.
2013, taking a look back 10 freaking years, was the Xbox One announcement that you mentioned earlier you stayed up to watch. Look at that. Comes back around. Do you remember how you felt when it was announced that it had a constant internet connection needed to access your games?
I felt nervous about it because I'd primarily up until that point played pretty much all of my games offline or couch co-op. And I knew that I had a woeful internet connection. My internet connection sucked, and it still does suck because I live in Australia, and we decided to rip up our broadband instead of just finishing the network.
Yes, well, a lot of people were enraged. They weren't nervous. They were pissed off about that. And in fact, that reaction was so negative that Microsoft eventually took their claims back and allowed you to play games while offline. This happened after this iconic quote that came about at the time. This is Xbox chief Don Matrick, who had a fantastic response to the fan outcries about the always online necessity.
Fortunately, we have a product for people who aren't able to get some form of connectivity. It's called Xbox 360.
Hey, just stick to 360, you scumbag. Well, you don't have internet? F you, guy.
It's pretty bad.
Well, you don't have internet? Well, f you. How dare you be poor? You know what? I don't want poor people buying my product. Back to the firing line. Get out of
here. What a comment to make. Yeah, that hasn't aged well, has it?
Yeah, some real corporate shit.
We're looking back to 2010. That was the year of the Microsoft Kinect launch.
Oh my God.
It had been teased the year before. 2009, they sort of showed it off, and there was some jank-ass avatar elements that happened during it.
We're doing an in memoriam. I have to pay homage to and just hope that it's in a better place. But the original pitch for Rise, Son of Rome on the Kinect was something that I was so excited about. I was so hyped. I was like, the Kinect is not going to be great, but if I get to stand there with a sword and shield and slay Romans using a Kinect, that's the reason I bought the Xbox, was because I was like, this is going to be so cool. I actually get to be, and then it died because the Kinect sucked. We sunset that dream. I mean, the game was still amazing, but I wanted the fantasy of swinging swords.
Instead, you had the fantasy of standing still and waving your arms to collect coins. What we're looking at the moment is the launch where they showed off the Kinect adventures and just the level of cringe.
Amazing.
Oh,
oh my God, what is he wearing?
Yeah, it's cringe.
Long hair that's never been cut before in a purple jumper. He's clearly either high or drunk if he's wearing those sunglasses on stage.
Now, I'm not going to lie as well, though, right? I played the shit out of the iToy games on the PlayStation
cringe.
2, so the Kinect was something I was really keen on. There was a couple of really good games. There was one where, like, you were a conductor of an orchestra playing Disney songs, and you had to, like, move your arms to conduct instruments, and then, depending on how well you did, you could change what instruments were putting in, so it was kind of like a DJ game. You'd mix it up. And it was co-op too, so me and Kate used to play that together all the time. It was good fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, but the game on screen right now is not. Kinect Adventures was gobshit.
It's not a good game.
No.
Why is this the game they pitched? Like, it's like a mobile game. It's like the quality of a mobile game.
Like an endless runner.
Like an endless runner.
Winding the clock back a moment more, Murray, to one I'm sure you're familiar with. Back in 2008, Nintendo Wii Music made its debut at E3.
Okay.
This was a game about using the Wiimotes to conduct instruments and make melodies.
Amazing.
But what the E3 press conference showed was anything but musical.
Nintendo already nailed the whole music thing. They released a whole Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, I think
that
this was
controlled by a Congo drum.
before that. Robot?
That was Jungle Beat, which came out for the GameCube in 2006.
2 years before.
2 years before this. There you go. They already perfected music. That entire game was controlled by Congo drums. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I've seen. It was great. But look at these Nintendo personalities attempting to perform the Super Mario theme song on Nintendo Wii Music, because it is just so bad.
You're right, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's so good. I love that the dude is putting the Wiimote up to his mouth to play it.
Yeah. Oh, it is bad though.
Actually so good though. Oh, the drum dude, look at him go.
The drummer.
And he's got no shoes. Mad lad.
E3, you will be missed.
Oh, the guy in the blue shirt. He looks so uncomfortable.
More Nintendo. 2007 gave us the best meme.
My body is ready.
Yes!
The best meme.
I adore
Reggie.
this so much. Reggie,
Reggie.
What a legend.
Coming onto stage to demonstrate the Wii Fit board and saying, "My body is ready," before he steps on. Don't have to say much more about that, really. It was just iconic, and it still is. We're taking it back a little bit further, Murray. 2005 is when Killzone 2 was given a trailer for a planned PS2 title. Take a look at how damn good this gameplay footage looks.
That's wild.
Yeah, everybody thought so, man. Everybody was really pumped. Which is
what happened?
Well, it was just completely impossible to pull that off on a PlayStation 2, bro. That's what happened.
Yeah, PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
They promised that. They promised that in 2005.
This looks like a 360 game.
And it's funny you should say that, because it did get delayed and eventually remade and released on the PlayStation 3. But I mean, looking back to the days of E3, man, when that came up on stage, people were blown away.
Oh, dude. Oh, the magazine reload, that's so good.
Everything about it.
That's good even for nowadays.
Yeah. Now, Nintendo has a track record of doing banging presentations at E3. 2004 was no different, where they released the trailer for The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Yes, the Wii U comes back to haunt. But no, that was Wii.
That was GameCube.
What? Was it?
Yes, it was. And we're looking right now at a clip, because people lost their goddamn minds at that trailer, and they continued to do so when Shigeru Miyamoto, one of the founding fathers of gaming and most recognizable personalities ever come out of this medium, stormed out on stage at the end of the reveal trailer with the Master Sword and Hylian shield. And the crowd understandably went ballistic. Look at him. Look at his little smile. He's such a good guy.
Well, I had a GameCube and I did not have Twilight Princess because I didn't have it. It wasn't available on the GameCube.
Twilight Princess was published by Nintendo for the GameCube and Wii.
Dang it. What a wasted opportunity for young Murray. Could have played that game.
You could have played the shit out of that game. The last clip that I have to take us all the way back to 1995.
Holy Holy
This is
oh my God,
this
what
is
happening?
low quality clip. But just to give you a bit of context going into it, Sega had just finished presenting a sizzle reel for how great their new Sega Saturn console was. They finished up the sizzle reel by the Sega exec coming on stage and telling the audience they could buy the console right now for $3.99. And then he left the stage, and the Sony exec came up and did this.
$2.99.
The balls. The sheer balls.
That's incredible. The PlayStation 1 was a hell of a console, though.
It was, and as such, that rep took no time wasted in that presentation, taking to the stage and just saying $2.99.
The host was just smiling at him like, damn.
First E3, man. First big moment. That's when Dick started swinging. That was kicking off what E3 was going to be for literally decades to come. But that pitch basically set the standard then for PlayStation being the go-to console through the market in the early 90s, and it's become the powerhouse that it is today.
Yeah.
Like, took off. Sega Saturn couldn't compete. $100 cheaper was a lot of money. Still is.
Yeah. Yeah. The balls.
$2.99.
The actual balls.
Walks away.
That's so good.